So I'm Tyler Pratt. I'm from the Carleton University School of Industrial Design. And I just want to start by thanking both Thomas Garvey and the School of Industrial Design, as well as the entire team at Design Indaba for this amazing opportunity to speak to you guys today. A little bit about what I do and what I did for my final project at school. So a big part of the program at Carleton University is that you actually have to do an internship. And I chose to do my internship, or I was lucky enough to do my internship at a studio called Ideatious in Toronto. And what Ideatious is it's a crowdfunding platform for their own designs, but also local designers in Toronto as well. So as a result of this, I started putting up some of my own designs on the Ideatious platform under a brand that I started to develop called Tyler Pratt Industrial Design. And what I was really looking at doing with my own products was exploring materials, come up with simplistic designs, maybe in using those materials in a way that is a little bit more unorthodox, whether that's in the way they're put together or manufactured. This is the first product I put up, and it's a wallet. It's a small wallet, and it's made of wood and leather. Both are laser cut and then actually stitched through the holes that the laser cutter makes, which made it really easy for the manufacturers to assemble the piece. It's a small wallet. It holds just a few cards. Another product that I put up is a passive amplifier, so it makes your phone speaker roughly 4 times louder than it is on its own. What I was trying to do with this project was existing passive amplifiers were kind of like a plastic horn-shaped product, and what I wanted to do is see if I could use material as a way of getting the user to leave this out maybe on their desk or on the shelf where they're using it. And actually, through doing so, found out that because wood's a more natural material, it's a little bit more resonant, it actually worked better than the plastic or rubberized ones did because it resonated. Another wallet that I made out of leather is kind of an exercise in simplicity as well, because it's called stitchless, and there's no stitches on it, no fasteners. It all folds together using its own tabs. There's no adhesive, and which was a real challenge to still make a functional product. But what ended up happening is I got this internal cavern where you could keep your lesser used cards, and you could keep the cards you use on a more frequent basis so that they're easy to access. So the reason I kind of gave that overview of what I did at my internship is because I did that before I entered my final project. So when I got back to school, I started thinking about, can I design a product that encourages people to eat a healthier diet? And I wanted to approach this project kind of in a similar way I'd been approaching my previous products, but I started by looking at what a healthy diet actually is, and experts disagree a lot on what actually a healthy diet is. So one thing that I found that they did all agree on is if you're eating food within your own home or you're cooking yourself at home, it's going to be better than eating fast food. And then one other really key point that I found is that people are more likely to eat at home if they're cooking with others or entertaining for others. So I decided to try to use that as a mechanism to get them engaged in cooking at home. And when I started coming up with ideas for the product, I got a lot of feedback from peers and et cetera about why don't you have a technology product where when you put the ingredients on it, it just tells you a recipe that's healthy, or it tells you whether it's even a healthy ingredient. But like I said, I really wanted to keep moving in the same direction that I'd been working with my other products. So this is what I came up with. This is Mosaic, and it's a cutting board that's modular and scalable food preparation that affords for social interaction. So all these pieces can be clipped together in any orientation that the user sees fit, and then there's a bunch of usability things where those ceramic containers come out and you can put the food into the frying pan easier. But what it's really about is this interaction right here. So people can cook together face to face and extend that experience of their meal, not just to consuming a meal with one another, but actually preparing the meal as well. And once again, for materials, I had never worked with ceramics, so that was really exciting for me. I went and saw a ceramicist and learned about what the capabilities of that material was. Getting it to nest in the wood was another challenge, and then also used materials that are local to me back home. So what's next? Actually, after graduation, I took a job at IBM Design as a user experience designer. And what's really cool right now is at IBM, they're undergoing a huge transformation about user-centered design, and I'm learning really, really important, valuable things that I can put into my own designs, which I'm currently still working on as well. So I'm working hands-on with local manufacturers to get Mosaic out onto the market. It's proving to be challenging, but I'm working at it, and there's still a few other products that I have in development as well. So, thank you.